Hey guys, welcome back to Mystical Illuminations. It's Valentine here, and it's another early morning reading. Yesterday was such a draining day, like to the point where like even my cards got blessed. And I didn't think about it that way yesterday, but this morning I woke up and I'm like, wow, everything got released yesterday. There was so much released yesterday. I cried a lot yesterday. I physically got to release some things that I've been bottling up for a while. The universe cried with me. Literally just started pouring out of nowhere around like 8 o'clock last night. Right before a blessing. So crazy. And then my cards end up getting wet from my water bottle that was sweating. But there was like some type of black residue on them. And literally look. Like, I don't know what that is, but like, it's like my cards were detoxified. Like, everything in my life yesterday was released, like, that no longer serves me, whether it be like people, places, energy, things. It was literally detoxified from me yesterday. And I know it was because I feel so much lighter. Like, I felt so heavy yesterday. So heavy. Today I feel so light. Like, not that I don't care what happens, but I know that today is a better day. Today is a perfect day. And so I woke up and I'm like, okay, let me pull some cards. What jumped out? I said I asked Spirit for 3 cards for myself and the collective. What is the energy around us today? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear? Every morning I ask for truth. If you don't know my morning prayer already or my daily prayer, I will put it down below for those who don't, who are looking for to solidify themselves in love every morning. This is the prayer I say. I made this prayer up from scratch because I needed something that resonated with me wholeheartedly and that felt like it was coming from my heart and not just my mouth. And so I offer it to you as well. So what Spirit gave me today was, the first card that jumped out was Justice. Justice, baby! And I sat and just like held the card for a while before I came on here. And really what I get from this right now is just that the scales have balanced. It just took time. You just had to wait. And it directly made me think of an hourglass. Like, the balance on here is like an hourglass, like, to me in my head. So like, when you flip that hourglass over, the first thing before the hourglass can like do what it does, the action to flipping it must happen first. Like, you can't get the results that you need from an hourglass if you don't physically initiate a change. This is past. I'm reading this as past, present, future. This is telling me specifically for myself, and I'm sure somebody else, yesterday was that initiative change. I don't even know if initiative is, yes it is, it's a word. Yesterday was the initiation for change. Yesterday was the initiation for justice. Not waiting for the universe to bring your justice in because you are like, oh, I give up or whatever. Like, no, you grabbed your situation with your bare hands. Like, no regrets, whatever happens, happens, but I know that whatever happens next will be better than what is happening now. And you initiated that change. And just because you couldn't see it, as soon as you initiated that change, Spirit got on it. Spirit started moving things around, changing things around, making things happen. And of course, you're not going to see them right away, because that's just, sorry. I mean, yeah, magic happens, but Spirit won't, I don't want to say won't. In these stages of our lives, Spirit can't spoil us with magic and with, you know, rapid blessings all the time, or with like crazy things happening, because then we will rely on them. Yes, Spirit wants us to lean on it. Yes, Spirit wants us to, you know, continuously connect and gain clarity and ask for guidance, but Spirit also wants us to take our own initiative. Spirit wants us to understand that not all the power relies in the hands of the divine. We co-create everything that manifests into our lives. The universe always meets us halfway. And only when the universe knows there's only but so much we can do, so far we can go, will the universe step in and take over. But that's what's happening right now. You went as far as you could go. You did as much as you could do. You stepped as far as you could step. You stepped as far as you could step, and now it is time for the universe to balance the scales. That's what's happening. And then Seven of Cups. Now, the only thing that could even be any like better, if that is even a thing, than the Seven of Cups right after the Justice card is like the Ten of Cups. Or, but see, that would be too fast. Like, that would be too fast. Everything is a process. Spirit always takes us through a process. So it only makes sense that the Seven of Cups would come out right after, like fly out right after. Just when you thought that change was for nothing, here comes Spirit with too many options. You thought you had none. Do you see how abundant this is? 7 is the number of perfection, divine perfection. When I see the number 7, unlike the number 4, which I see as my angels guiding me, the number 7 is like, oh, some big power has stepped in. Because what I am attracting, what I am manifesting, it's just far more than I thought I was manifesting. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be this much. Like, ooh, Spirit, I know I asked for a blessing. I know I asked for some love. I know I asked you to shine some clarity, some light. I know I probably cried in bed. I did cry in bed. For an answer. For a yes in the midst of all of the no's. And then all of the no's turned to a yes. Who but Spirit? Who but you and Spirit could have done this? Not alone, but together. You're learning to work with Spirit. That's what this is. You're learning to truly work with Spirit, to use your power of abundance, your power of unconditional and divine love, your power of harnessing all of the energies of the universe to co-create with the universe to get the results that you want, and not just waiting for them while doing nothing. Finally, I felt and when this jumped out, I'm like, okay, I have to record this. This is my favorite card. Outside of the Death card. The Death card and the Tower card are my 2 favorite cards too, because then I know that something big is about to happen. But the 3 of Cups is just, it is bliss to me. And this spread right here, even just 3 cards. Oh! When I show y'all what's on the back of the deck, even though I kind of put it there, but that didn't happen for no reason. Because I did it mindlessly. This is such a beautiful spread. Knowing that you are divinely guided. And then seeing what you were divinely guided to. Who wouldn't celebrate, bro? Who wouldn't celebrate? You won't be celebrating alone. If you are familiar with the realm of the Fae and the other worlds, then you might have some assistance coming to you that you may not have even realized you asked for. And it won't be a trick. It won't be just a constellation prize. It'll be something you worked for. And it's actually bringing you into a time in your life, a land, like a whole new place in even the realm of life. Like, what you thought this was is not at all what it is. Like, there is so much more to this than what you could have imagined. And you've been guided to certain things. Like, you've been given inklings of information, but like without context. And very soon, all of those little pieces, like for so long you've been collecting all of the puzzle pieces to this picture. That's what Spirit is showing me. Like, you've been collecting all of these puzzle pieces to this picture. And unlike, like you found, like first you found the box. You found the box that this puzzle came from. And you're like, oh, this is so beautiful. This picture is so beautiful. Like, I want to put this puzzle together. I want to put this puzzle together. I want this picture. I want this end result. But then you open the box and it's like, there's only one puzzle piece. So it's like, okay, how do I finish this puzzle with only one puzzle piece? Then, you get a little discouraged. But in that discouragement, you start to wander, you start to look around, and you realize that the puzzle pieces are all around you. They're everywhere. Yes, they're scattered, but now there's an adventure to go on. Now there's an adventure to go on. Yes. Now there's an adventure to go on. Now you have something, like, it's bigger than just this puzzle now. It's so much bigger than just this puzzle now. And over time, you collected so many of the puzzle pieces, and I mean, some of them fit together, but some of them just, you don't know what to do with yet, or they're just sitting in the box, like, waiting for the next piece. And then you get to a point where you have so many, you just about have all of the pieces. All but 7. I don't know why Spirit just said that. And I guess it has to do with this. All but 7. And really all you need is you need 7 more pieces. But along this journey, you got more consumed with finding the pieces than you were with just enjoying the journey. And that's okay. We all kind of lose track sometimes, because life can be a lot. Life can be, like, there's so much to think about, to see, to hear, to experience every day, all day. Like, there's a lot going on all the time, like, in your mind, in the physical world, in the ethereal realm. But in that getting caught up, you felt like you were getting lost in your mission. Like, those last 7 missing puzzle pieces were like the bane of your existence at this point, because it's like, what the frack, bro? You know how hard I worked to get to complete this puzzle? And I know I could do it, But like, what the frack? Like, how can I have found all of these pieces, but none of them or most of them don't even fit together, and all I'm missing is 7 pieces? And after me going on this long AF journey to find it, like, all of a sudden now I'm like, now the rest of the pieces are missing for whatever reason. And then you have a day of just like, or a week or a month or a year of like cursing spirit. Not really, but just like, just confusion, like pure confusion. Like, dang, should I have even started this puzzle in the first place? Did I misplace some of the pieces? Did I look over some things? Am I doing something wrong? Am I looking at this picture wrong? Like, I know what it's supposed to look like, but why isn't what I have, why doesn't it look like that? But it's because spirit and all reality were showing you that you weren't ever missing any pieces. Just how you didn't see all of the pieces when you first discovered that one piece inside the box. It took you to have to look around outside. Spirit gave you that one inside piece, but then made you look outside for everything else. You had to go on an outside adventure, an exterior adventure, to gain the rest of those pieces, to be rewarded for your journey. The puzzle is the ending of this puzzle is just a reward. Because once you finish this puzzle, now you're gonna want to start another one. And now you know what it's gonna take. But back to what I was saying. After some very much needed just like space, peace, and recollection, you realize that you aren't missing 7 pieces. You're only missing one. One. Guess where that piece is? Inside the box, where it has always been. And once you realize that, it's like, wait. Oh, bro, I miscounted. I got so like frustrated and distracted by like what was going on in the present moment, or just like the small stuff that I didn't even realize my count was off. I have 7 extra pieces. Imagine that, going from feeling like you're missing 7 pieces of something to realizing you have 7 extra pieces. You have 7 extra options. That could be very overwhelming. Because you spend so much energy, brain power trying to figure out like how you're gonna create 7 from nothing. But then spirit drops an inkling in your spirit and you realize that what you were trying to do was already done. I'm sorry. What you were trying to do was literally already done. It was already taken care of. Spirit just needed you to chill. Or maybe spirit needed you to freak out real quick. Because maybe that's the only way you learn. Maybe you need to freak out so you can release it all. Maybe you need to freak out so those storm clouds can release that rain, that heavy burden that has been collected along its journey. Rain clouds do not just rain for no reason. They release everything that they've picked up along that journey until they get to that one spot where it becomes too heavy. And then they have to release. They have to release. That's you. Look at them clouds. And the darkness is rolling out because look at all these options. Look at all those puzzle pieces that you thought you were missing, my love. You know this puzzle came with 7 extra pieces. My love, my love. Ooh. Somebody's getting some abundance today. Claim it right now. Claim it. Abundance. Because before this day ends, before this month ends, before this week ends, before this year ends, before this hour ends, possibly within the next minute, within the next 3 minutes, you'll be celebrating. Celebration, love. This puzzle is already complete. You may not realize it, but spirit knows it. It's like, ha. It's so funny because it's like, ha. You thought I didn't see you. And like when I see the devil card, I see this as like lightheartedness or just like releasing and letting go and being more free in mind, body, and spirit. Not feeling so like hindered or held down, but feeling very free, like almost like something like lighting a fire under your ass. And look at that. It's like, oh, just when you thought I forgot about you. I finished the puzzle for you. Here you go. New journey. Like, what? Wait, what? That's not what I prayed for. I mean, thank you because it's better, but that's not what the hell I prayed for. But I'm grateful. So my loves, my beautiful, lovely, loves. As y'all can see, I'm in a giggly mood today. Like, something beautiful. The most beautiful thing that you can imagine is going to happen today. Whatever day you're watching this, whatever day you see this. Oh, I can't stop smiling. It just feels like my heart feels like it's going to explode right now. You're going to be so happy. Like, you're not even going to be able to cry because you cried so hard like when you were frustrated that like this happy moment will be just that, like, you won't have nothing to do but celebrate. Like, spirit's not going to let you cry. Your body's not going to let you cry. You have no tears left. Not to say your wells have dried up, but those rivers that connect to those old lands that take more of your waters than you can provide, those rivers have dried up. Not because of anything. You dammed them up. Shit. You closed them up. You realized that you didn't want to keep pouring out into places that eventually were gonna drain you. That was definitely a message yesterday, so somebody needed to hear this. If you didn't watch my video yesterday, like my last video that I posted, definitely go watch that. There's a message in there for you. But love. Ah! Today is going to be so beautiful. I pray right now. I send so much love to you, so much light to you. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about when it will be done. Just know it's already done. Okay? Know it's already done. And like, it's gonna feel like you skipped some steps, but you didn't. You worked hard as hell to complete those steps. Essentially, the result just wasn't like what you thought it was. Those 7 steps, my love. They catapulted you. They catapulted you somewhere else. They catapulted you to creating something different. Something unique. Something that is nothing but you. Something that is nothing but you. Nothing but love and abundance. Because you are love and you are abundant. And so I love you. And I'm sending you abundance. So if there wasn't already a whole lot of abundance coming to you, even though it already is, I'm sending some extra. I'm sending some extra your way. And this video is the first little speckle of abundance in your day. So if you're watching this, you're literally gonna have an amazing day, because I'm gonna have an amazing day. I already claimed it. I claimed it last night. Crying, I claimed it last night. But today will be miraculous. Today will be the day that makes you, that like stamps that puzzle in your head. You'll never forget that puzzle. You'll never ever forget what that puzzle looks like. You'll never forget what that journey looked like. You'll never forget what each, and like, how many times can you say this? You'll never forget what each individual puzzle piece looked like, because you understand now the story, the journey of each of those pieces to create this larger picture. So beautiful. So beautiful. So get ready to complete your next puzzle, because you're a pro now. You're in a tournament now. You're not just doing this for fun now. Now you're in a whole ass tournament. A puzzle completing tournament. And you're like ranked like 3 in whatever collective that tournament is happening under. You're ranked like top 3, bro. And you don't even know it. It's lit. Like, it's so lit. Okay? I love you. Go and have a beautiful day. Ashe.